Prompt engineering for research in Perplexity AI. Stop chatting, start researching. Most people use Perplexity AI the same way they use a search engine. Type a question, scan the results, move on. That approach leaves most of the tool's power untouched. The difference between a casual user and a power researcher isn't access to better information, it's knowing how to ask for it. This is prompt engineering, and in Perplexity, it changes everything. Why prompting matters more than you think. Perplexity is not Google. It doesn't return a list of links for you to evaluate. It synthesizes an answer. That means the shape of your question directly determines the shape of your answer. A vague prompt produces a vague synthesis. A precise, structured prompt produces targeted, usable research. The good news? You don't need a technical background to prompt well. You need clarity about what you actually want. Precision, prompting, facts versus opinions. One of the most important distinctions to build into your prompts is whether you want factual information or a survey of perspectives and opinions. Perplexity handles both, but conflates them if you don't specify. For facts, anchor your prompt in verifiable specifics. What does peer-reviewed research published after 2020 say about the effectiveness of intermittent fasting for type 2 diabetes management? Prioritize clinical studies over general health articles. For opinions and perspectives, signal that explicitly. What are the main arguments for and against universal basic income? Present the strongest case from economists on both sides, and note where significant disagreement exists. The key phrases to build precision. According to peer-reviewed sources, steers toward academic weight. What is the current scientific consensus on? Asks for synthesis, not debate. What are the competing viewpoints on? Signals you want the full landscape. Cite only primary sources or major publications. Filters out content farms. Note where the evidence is uncertain or contested. Forces intellectual honesty. Without these anchors, Perplexity defaults to a confident middle ground summary that may obscure important nuance or controversy. The layered prompt method: ask, refine, deepen. The biggest mistake researchers make is stopping after one exchange. Perplexity's conversational memory within a session is one of its most underused features. Think of your research as a 3-stage conversation. Stage 1, ask. Cast a wide net. Start with an open orientation question to map the territory. Give me an overview of the main factors driving housing unaffordability in major cities. What are the primary causes and which have the most empirical support? Stage 2, refine, narrow to what matters. Once you see the landscape, drill into the thread that matters most to your work. Focus specifically on zoning laws and their relationship to housing supply. What does the research show about cities that have successfully reformed zoning? What were the measurable outcomes? Stage 3, deepen, push for nuance and counter-argument. This is where most researchers stop, right before the most valuable material. What are the strongest critiques of zoning reform as a solution? Are there cases where reform didn't produce the expected results? What do critics on the left and right argue differently? This layered approach mirrors how expert researchers actually work, from orientation to focus to stress testing. The output from all 3 stages together is dramatically richer than any single prompt could produce. Controlling scope, tone, and sources. Perplexity responds well to explicit constraints. You have more control than most users realize. Controlling scope. Limit your response to developments in the last 3 years. Focus only on the United States context. Keep the response under 400 words. I need a tight summary, not a full review. cover only economic factors, not political or cultural ones. Controlling tone. Write in plain language accessible to a non-specialist reader. Use an academic register appropriate for a graduate-level audience. Be direct and bottom-line focused. I need actionable takeaways. Controlling sources. Prioritize government data, academic journals, and established news organizations. Avoid opinion pieces. I want data-driven sources only. Include international sources, not just US-based coverage. If you can't find strong sourcing for a claim, say so rather than speculating. That last instruction is particularly important. Left unprompted, Perplexity will sometimes fill gaps in sourcing with confident-sounding language. Explicitly asking it to flag uncertainty dramatically improves the reliability of what you get. Prompt templates you can use today. These templates are designed to be adapted, not followed rigidly. Swap in your topic, adjust the constraints, and iterate from there. Template 1. Academic research. I am researching topic for a graduate thesis, academic paper, literature review. Summarize the current scholarly consensus on specific question. Identify the 2 or 3 most significant studies or researchers in this area. Note where academic debate is active, and flag any claims that lack strong empirical support. Use an academic register and prioritize peer-reviewed sources published after year. Follow-up refinement prompt. What are the most cited counter-arguments to main finding? Which scholars or schools of thought represent those counter-arguments, and what evidence do they draw on? Template 2. Blog writing. I'm writing a blog post for audience, e.g., small business owners, working parents, software developers, about topic. I need research that supports a practical, engaging piece, not an academic paper. Give me 1. 3 to 5 surprising or counterintuitive facts about this topic that would interest a general reader. 2. The most common misconception people have about it. And 3. 1 or 2 real-world examples or case studies I can reference. Keep the tone accessible and the sources credible. Follow-up refinement prompt. For the example you mentioned about specific case, can you find more detail? I want the specifics. What happened, what the outcome was, and why it's relevant to my argument. Template 3. Business reports. I am preparing a business report for executive audience / board of directors, client briefing on topic or market. Provide 1. A concise summary of the current state of industry issue. 2. The 2 or 3 most significant trends or risks. 3. Relevant data points or statistics I can cite. And 4. Examples of how comparable organizations have responded. Be direct and bottom-line focused. Prioritize sources from industry analysts, major publications, and government data. Flag any areas where data is limited or where projections vary significantly among sources. Follow-up refinement prompt. What are the leading indicators that experts use to track trend you identified? Which sources publish the most reliable data on this regularly? The mindset shift that makes everything work. Prompt engineering in Perplexity isn't about magic words or secret formulas. It's about one fundamental shift, treating Perplexity as a research collaborator, not an answer machine. Answer machines are passive. You ask, they deliver. Research collaborators are interactive. You direct, they respond. You push back, they go deeper. Every clarification you add, every scope constraint you impose, every follow-up question you ask is an instruction that shapes the quality of the output. The researchers and writers who get exceptional results from Perplexity aren't luckier or more technically sophisticated than everyone else. They simply spend more time thinking about how to ask before they ask. That habit, more than any other, is what separates surface-level searching from genuine research.